Welcome to Race Radio from the 2012 USA Pro Challenge. I'm Joe Lindsay. I'm joined as always by Frankie Andreo, and we're coming to you from Telluride, Colorado. It's got to be one of the most beautiful backdrops for a stage finish that I've ever seen in pretty much any race.
No, I mean, fantastic. I mean, the mountains, we're just surrounded by mountains, and of course the riders had to, they started in Durango, 3 KOMs to be able to get here, and the entire day was fantastic. I mean, a 22-man break. They were racing up the road, and that main field was like a drag race trying to chase them, and we finished almost an hour ahead of schedule.
Yeah, these guys were going an average of 26 miles an hour for the whole stage, up all these KOMs, all that kind of stuff, and the thing that put that into play was Garmin putting 4 riders into the day's big move. It was a really crazy start. You had 22 riders up there at one point, and it was just popping behind them as teams tried to figure out what was going on and what to do.
No, exactly. I mean, there were 12 teams represented in the break. They only left like 5 or 6 to chase.
Right.
So we saw BMC, even though they had a guy up there, they were taking responsibility. BMC was riding on the front. Even Russ Velo was riding on the front. The Colombians, everybody taking turns riding on the front until they burnt out. And at the end, it was United trying to bring back the Danielson-Stetina combo.
Yeah, and Garmin obviously put in a huge amount of work today. Didn't necessarily get maybe the result that we all thought might happen, but they got a result with Tyler Farah's fantastic stage win. He was pretty much far and away the best sprinter here.
And Tyler gets a lot of grief about being a sprinter, not having the results he wanted, but I'm telling you, when he went and you watch that overhead view, you can see why he has the power and the speed that he has. He shelled everyone, just pulled away from him, a fantastic win. Of course now, not only the yellow jersey, but he also has the green jersey. Peter Stetina with the most aggressive jersey, and then Danielson with the KOM. So it was, for the first day, a very exciting race.
Pretty exciting. Obviously, big wins there for Garmin today. They burnt a lot of matches to get them. I talked to Charlie Regalius, the director, and asked him what was the tactic, and he said basically they don't have a guy like a TJ or a guy like a Levi who's their one big top guy who they can rely on. They have got 3 or 4 guys who are pretty good, but they want to see kind of how these guys are going to shake out. So the idea was make it hard, put the other teams on the defensive, make them work as hard as possible, and see how that goes over the course of the week. It's an interesting tactic. It's a very aggressive tactic.
Well, they don't have to worry about Basso and Cadell. I mean, they're both gone. Nibali lost about a minute. There was a bunch of guys getting sick out there. Spider Tech lost some guys. Chi out. He was out at Utah. And then Lawson Craddock from Bontrager was like the last guy to come across the line all by himself, 25 minutes down. Which only makes the stage for tomorrow Montrose to CB. That's what the locals call it.
Yeah, CB, Crested Butte, or the Butte. And it's 159 kilometers, and kind of like today, there's 3 KOMs, but a lot of it's just kind of a slow, steady drag to altitude, and then the only part that's really different is that finishing climb at Crested Butte.
Yeah, and what makes it different is today there's no yellow jersey. I mean, today there was no yellow jersey in the beginning, so it was wide open who was going to control it. The same thing tomorrow. Tyler Farah is not going to make it up that climb, so who's going to control the race? He has the yellow jersey, but it's wide open. Also, there's no time bonuses on the stages. So whoever can get to that finish line first will be the new yellow jersey wearer. And the question is, what team wants to take responsibility to chase that down to make sure that they get that opportunity at the finishing Crest of Butte?
And remember last year when we saw Levi charge away for that solo win there, that was some of the biggest time gaps we saw for any stage during the race. This year we have 2 more summit finishes after that at Beaver Creek and at Boulder on Flagstaff. But this is obviously a place where guys have to make a move, so you're definitely going to see it happen tomorrow.
Yep. Can't wait. Can't wait for Flagstaff. Tomorrow's the first day. Let's get her done.
Get it done. Anyway, that's Race Radio. Frankie Andreo. I'm Joe Lindsay. Thanks.
Sweet.
That covered everything I wanted to cover.
Yeah, I got everything. I forgot to mention Zabriskie.
Yeah. I mean, he's up there with the people getting sick, so